So essentially, you believe that you're ready for the next level. You hit your numbers, you're kind, you buy them donuts, but here's the piece I need you to understand. Your team doesn't need another friend, they need a leader. So essentially, there's a disconnect with your team that you can feel, but you can't put a name to it. And here's the controversial point. Being a good person is not a leadership strategy. And since we know it's not a leadership strategy, then my friend, the fact that you're nice could be the reason why they're still being held back and not getting to that next level. So essentially, you're suffering from the nice but lost syndrome. And let me tell you what that is. You think you're connecting with your team, but you're not. You feel like you're answering questions that seem to be common sense. You thought that you were actually being a fantastic leader or a strategic leader. You hit your numbers, but it requires you to be heroic. And since you're heroic, the vibe is good, but your team is stagnant and they're not competent at all. So the piece that you're actually missing is the connection, and that connection is done through training. Why is that so important? Because when a team member is untrained, that means they're unsure. And if they're unsure, they're not safe. And if they're not safe, they can't trust you as a leader. And when there is lack of training, you cannot relationship, if you will, your way out of lack of training. You have to train your team in order for them to feel safe and in order for them to trust you. So get your pen and paper. Here we go. If you haven't transferred the skill, you haven't built the trust. So here's 3 tips that's going to help you in this area. Get your pen and paper. Here comes the secret sauce. Number 1, explicit training. Stop assuming the know-how. If you can't train, then you can't place blame. Schedule the transfer of knowledge. Make sure your team is trained properly. Number 3, agree on the outcome, not just the activity. When you provide that insight and you two have agreed on what the desired outcome looks like, not only are you winning, but your team is winning. And the beauty is when you give this clarity, you're not micromanaging, you are empowering your team to be as good, if not better, than you are. And this is where the deep connection lies, because now you've empowered them and they feel trust and safe within your leadership. And then that's where I step in if you're unsure of how to do this. I help leaders, ambitious, caring, and emerging leaders, to stop being the friendly supervisor, which essentially can be extremely toxic if someone's trying to get to the next level. And I help you to build a strategy around your specific leadership. It's customizable, and the system of training and or expectation allows your team to actually win. Now, if you need more, you know where to find me at DanieSheldon.net. My executive leadership coaching is what's going to take you from level A to B and help your team to win. If you need more, it's right here at DanieSheldon.net. And there's a leadership masterclass in January. If you missed November, don't worry. January is coming up next. Like, comment, and follow for more. And let me know in the comments, which of these are you the friendly supervisor, or have you made that connection by training your team properly?